Xin chào cả nhà, today we're making canh chua cá kho tổ. Why do they go so well with each other? We got a sour soup that goes so well with the sweet and savory of the braised catfish. Can't go wrong with cá kho tổ, man. Fattiness, the sweetness, the savoriness, the umami of this dish. And as for the canh chua, the fish head and the tail, we usually take this, put it to a plate on the side, and then we just drizzle some fish sauce. That goes well with some chilies. Take some of this cheek here, some fish sauce. It's just all different flavor. All these veggies that soak up all the fish flavor, all the souriness, the banana flowers. All right, so we got our catfish. We got the steaks cut up and also the catfish head. I think the most common reason that canh chua cá kho tổ goes together is because we use the head and the tail for the soup, and we use the meaty body of the fish to braise. So for now, we are going to marinate the body of the fish and get it ready for braising. And as for the head and the tail of the fish, you don't need to marinate it at all because it's going into the soup. And of course, these fish has been washed and cleaned with salt and water. Make sure these fish are pretty dry. You don't want any water in here because it might dilute your marinade. And today I am using this package here. This says gia vị thịt and cá kho tổ. And you can find this package at mostly any Asian supermarkets now. There are instructions in the back on how to use this package. They're really just trying to make it really easy for you, but I don't think flavor profile wise, it's not gonna work like that. So we're doing it my way. So we'll marinate this with one of this package here. All right, so we need some minced scallion heads to marinate our fish. And do not cut off these roots here. They're actually the most fragrant and the best part of the onion. So keep it, mince it up. And our minced scallion heads, chicken bouillon, black pepper, sugar, and fish sauce. And this thing, this is nước màu dừa. So this is basically color made from coconut. So this is basically just to add like a caramelized color to it. Mix this up. I like to marinate this for at least 2 hours outside, not in the fridge. So usually clay pot caramelized fish is in a clay pot, but I don't have a clay pot. We got our marinated fish here. Got it seared on both sides. Okay, with the marinade, we're going to add in a can of coconut water here. Goes in here. Make sure our fish is not stuck to the pan here. It's loose, nice and loose. We'll cover it up. Let this braise in there for about 30 minutes. All right, so after about 20-30 minutes, I'm going to remove the lid and set the fire down to low. We're gonna reduce the sauce down until it caramelizes. This is when I drop in a few red chili. So these are the veggies for my canh chua. I had some king oyster mushroom left over, so I'm using that in there. We got the bạc hà, tomato sprouts, banana flower shreds, some onions. We got some rice patty herbs to top it off. And of course the pineapple. You can also use celery and okras in this too, but I mean, I think this is enough veggies. This is a lot. There's some water boiling, fish heads in. Notice how there's not a lot of liquid because all of our other veggies is gonna create more liquid in there later. Right, we'll season this with a little bit of salt, some MSG, fish sauce, loads of sugar. I'm from the mid and southern, so we tend to eat a little bit sweeter than the north. So it's all up to your taste. We're gonna have to season it again anyway after we put in all of our veggies. This is just to season our fish, so have our fish absorb all this flavor before we put in everything else and then season it a second time. So we have to season it twice. Throw in our pineapple and our tomatoes. So today I'm using white vinegar to make it sour. And how much? It all depends on you. How sour do you want your canh chua to be? You can use tamarind, lemon, or white vinegar. I'll scoop off any of the foam that comes to the top. This is all the fishiness from the fish. Now once this comes to a rolling boil again, this is when you add everything else. You got the onions, the mushrooms, with the elephant ears, got our sprouts, and our banana flour. Now all these veggie is going to dilute our broth again. So now we'll have to season it again. We do this because sometimes the pineapple is sweet and sometimes it's sour, you know. So seasonally, all these can taste different. So we got all of our veggies and fish inside the canh chua already, but canh chua is personalized. So there are 4 ingredients that you need to add in here to personalize your canh chua taste. You know, I can't really pinpoint, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, 2 of the vinegar. Or not. It really depends on you. How salty do you want it? How sour can you handle it? And do you want it more sweet and salty or whatnot? And it's all based on 4 ingredients: fish sauce, sugar, the vinegar, tamarind, or lemon to make it sour, and a bit of MSG if you want to add in there.